welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's December the 7th, 2022, and I'm in a little bit of a different space because I need a big space to show you what was sent. Hans from Germany sent this beautifully stamped envelope to me with a bunch of stamps inside of it, so I needed a big surface in order to show you what he sent. It's that big. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go over what Hans sent and how he sent it. What else do I want to show you? Oh yeah, let me show you inside the envelope. So, not everything inside the envelope, of course, but there was this piece of paper that has this beautifully canceled stamp on it. And he sent this cardboard cutout from the German post office. You can see inside of it, it talks about how much stamps are if you buy them. But what I really liked was the image here of the mail carrier that is biking. I know I've talked to mail carrier in the Netherlands who uses a bike to transport the mail, and she has shown me pictures of the bike that she uses. Yeah, there are no bikes in the Canada Post fleet, maybe because of the size of the country, or even in urban centers, there's no bikes that are being used to deliver the mail. So I'm curious, in the countries that you guys represent, how many of them have bikes? We know the Netherlands, and we know Germany does now, and this is so cool. No wonder everyone stays so fit. I would want to use a bike for my route. I have 40 odd kilometers on my route, so it would take a long time. And for example, today I had 70 parcels, plus the mail, plus 3 sets of flyers. It would take me forever on a bicycle. But I love seeing how the post offices around the world are doing it differently. All right, now let me show you what Hans really sent, what his main focus of what was in the envelope is. I'm gonna try to do this with as little glare as possible, but I'm using my pool table downstairs as a backdrop because of the amount of stamps that he sent. And I know you're gonna get a bit of a bounce back from the camera. I'm trying to use the shadows of the camera so you can actually see the stamps. And I've got a question for you. Normally, in my father's collection, what he would do is he would take these stamps and soak them off the pages so you can get the individual stamps and then put them away by Scott catalog number. But you see all these postmarks? What would you do? Are you guys collectors of the cancellations? Like, look at that cancellation, that's beautiful. Lots of people collect those just as much as they collect the stamps. And there's some beautiful stamps in here. And I'm torn. Do I soak these off, get rid of, a part of that cancellation, what would be on the paper side of it, and just have the stamps themselves? Or do I keep them as is? Maybe trim them a little bit? These are mostly German stamps, but there are a few others. You saw Falkland Islands there and Norway. Look at this one here. It's got the full collector sheet on it as well. There you've got both images of the stamps that were sent, the complete set. See, there's another beautiful cancellation mark on it. And a lot of these are very modern issue stamps. You look at the dates on some of them, there are some 2022s in here as well. That one's a little hard to see, the white on white, but camera as best I can to get rid of that. I have a light overhead of the pool table there's no cover over it, so it's blinding for filming in it. It's a cute one there with the train. Here's some soccer ones from the FIFA World Cup going on right now. There are a lot of big name countries that normally dominate at the World Cup that have already been eliminated. So it's I don't know, I'm not a big soccer / football fan, but I have been curious watching some of these big giant countries in football tumble. The latest one was Spain losing to Morocco. There are a lot of different themes in here. And I know people collect just by themes, don't collect by countries. Now, look at this one here for the holidays. Beautiful, massive, and gorgeous cancellation. As you can see, part of the cancellation has already been cut off of it. So what are your thoughts? Are you pro cancellation? Cancel? Or do you prefer to just have the stamp, no paper attached to it? Even when you soak it off, you get a portion of the cancellation will still be always on the stamp. I don't know, I'm really torn about that. This one here, you got one stamp one way, one the other way. The car. More holiday themed ones there. There's Santa and his reindeer. And I certainly didn't lay these down in any particular order. They're not by year, they're not by theme. They are just how I pulled them out of the envelope, the way Hans sent them. How I could best fit them on the table to display them. It's funny, sometimes when I do these videos and show you guys, people say, well, I live close to that, or I've been there. So it's interesting to hear people's feedback on their experiences through the stamp, whether it relates to where they're from or a trip that they've taken. There, we come to the end of the line. Give you a better idea. All those stamps were sent. So I want to thank Hans once again for this surprise envelope coming from Germany, depicting stamps from his country. The inserts inside the envelope, which he may not have thought as being very much coming from the post office, meant a lot too, to be able to see that bicycle and the delivery. Very cool, really like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are having a magical week. What follow? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?